Welcome to tonight's Paradise Entertainment feature, where we will be discussing the new Netflix series, Splint, which follows the life of young woman Brittney Callahan on her journey through mental illness and her exploration of her own personal identity, or identities.
I've always been interested in sociology and psychology and the study of people and how we do what we do. And I kind of took that idea to the next level with Splint by trying to analyze an individual person and the things that they do throughout the day and who they feel like they need to be at that moment in time.
It's about people. It's about knowing who you are and societal expectations and sort of the pressure that causes. So I think that resonates with a lot of people.
Brittney is kind of this vessel that carries with her all of these different influences in her life, with her all the personalities she's encountered or felt that she needed to be.
For each of the characters, we wanted to make sure that their clothing, their accessories, their hair sort of mimicked how people perceived them and sort of like evoked this idea of who this person was, how they acted in and outside of these clothes. So costuming was everything.
You know, Jeannie really embodied all of the characters that I put in front of her, so that was amazing. She was able to just truly evoke what I wanted to. And, you know, she even brought ideas to me like, what if we did this?
This whole series was really difficult because on an individual scene, we would be making up to like 20 different sets. So each of those had to be methodically planned out, and every single element in there was designed to fit a specific character and a specific ideal of this personality that existed within the space.
I think that each character has their own voice and their own special part of this series.
We had to improvise. Thankfully, we got studio space so we could create what we needed to. But we have an innovative team to kind of combat that.
The most stressful part of the process was actually getting the shots together, what we were going to film, when. I like to not waste everyone's time, so I want to have the most efficient shoots and to have up to 10 characters in a single scene is really difficult to film efficiently.
Working with Mari was a really interesting experience because this project is so bizarre and fun and just ridiculous.
We got lucky because Netflix decided to buy the story right out. So we didn't really have to worry too much about a budget because all of our scenes could be easily created. I mean, with the wonderful help of our production designer.
I was definitely a filler. I like the details. I like making sure everything suggests what it's supposed to, and I like the elegance of design. So I think that's where I kind of put myself into the sets.
No matter what character it was, she was completely there. And she was totally willing to adapt and influence the roles too, which was nice.
Mari is just this ball of ideas, and I think that, you know, she had this amazing sort of story, and just working with her and making it come alive was amazing.
My writing process is kind of just a whole bunch of notes. I just write constantly. Whatever's in my head I throw down and then I'll return to later. and then be able to expand on it if I think it's worth it. So it's kind of an extended, I have really dumb ideas, and then I have some better ideas, and sometimes they turn into something.
This is the first time that I've been working with Mari, so we definitely ran into some heated discussions about how to do things, but it was all in good fun, and it was all because we really cared about this project.
I think this show brings light to not just extreme mental illnesses, but something as simple as depression and anxiety and social pressure.
I really think that people are going to love this show. It's unique. It's something that a lot of people probably experience.
There are a lot of internal struggles that are faced on a daily basis, and bringing them to light through a sort of comedic way in illustrating this through the life of Brittney, I think will resonate with a lot of people.
Welcome, Jeannie. It's a pleasure having you on set today.
Thank you for having me.
So let's get started by talking a little bit about the roles that you played within this show.
The role was more complex than I'm used to. So it was not necessarily difficult, though it was just a lot of work getting into all these different characters that exist in this single person's mind.
Did you have a lot of freedom to create your characters or influence them in any way?
Well, Mari, she already had these characters in mind. She did give me freedom to kind of reach inside myself and do a little bit of research as an actress, but for the most part, everything was laid out already. So
what was working with Mari like? I know she was both the writer and the director, so you got a first-hand look at what her vision was like.
She is brilliant. Working with her was unique because we got to dive into her vision, and she knew exactly when and where and what to do at all times. So it was very efficient, and it was an amazing experience.
Were you able to have fun on set?
Yes, we had a lot of fun on set.
What kind of things did you do?
I love board games and card games, and so whoever was willing to play with me in our downtime fortunately got to play with them. And it's just a fun crew to work with. Everyone's really upbeat. You kind of have to be when working on a project like this. So it was really enjoyable.
And what do you do at home?
Mostly I just like going home and being in comfy clothes and snuggling with my cat Jefferson. So,
last question. Will there be a second series?
That is entirely up to both Netflix and Mari. So I don't know.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next week.
There is no